I'm not even gonna lie to you.
One day, I'ma have it one day.
Welcome to Suburban Loserz, our first ever episode. I'm Cole.
And I'm Ethan. And today we have a special guest with us, Anijah Johnson.
Alright, Anijah, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Alright, so I hear you have a small business starting up. Tell us about it.
Okay, yes, I do have a small business called Anijah Does Hair. I turned my garage into a hair studio. We painted it. We're getting hair dryers. We have the ring light, all that stuff. And it's like I'm getting good money.
So, is hairstyling a passion for you or just a side hustle?
It's both. Like I like making money, but I also like doing hair.
So like after high school, so do you want to make like a career out of it or what?
I thought about it, but I'm gonna say no because I don't think it's gonna bring the most money from me.
Okay.
So, what about YouTube? You ever thought about making YouTube to make more money?
I thought about it, but like I don't think I could make it to this too much to do. Like, I'm not technology savvy.
Right, editing is a lot and all that. So like what do you have in an idea for like career wise?
I want to be a psychologist
Why?
because people's behavior and how their mind really is interesting.
So, what college do you think about going to?
I want to go to FAMU. That's my first choice.
Really, FAMU? That crackhead state, Florida?
Or isn't that a crackhead stuff?
It is, I'm telling you it is.
But yes, FAMU's my first option, then TSU's my second.
TSU.
Oh, TSU.
Because I want to dance in college, but FAMU doesn't have a dance team, and TSU has a dance team.
Do you dance in high school now?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
We done.
You play sports?
Yes, I run track and I dance.
Alright. Do you really like dancing? Like,
Yes, I've been dancing since I was 2 years old. I started off at Academy of the Arts in Stone Mountain, Georgia. And I've been dancing there since I was in 5th grade. And then I moved to Gwinnett. That's when I changed over to gymnastics. And then I started dancing back in high school.
oh, okay. How many shoes you got?
Wait, I got it. What should I say? So it's 30.
35. So, talk about, being a sneakerhead.
Okay, so I think I get it from my dad. Because like, when we on FaceTime, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get these shoes because you got them. And stuff. I mean, it's just fun. Like, you could. Shoes brings out the highlight of your outfit.
Right.
So like, your shoes pop, they be like, oh yeah, she got that drip.
And when did you start doing sneakerhead?
I would have to say 8th grade, because that's when I moved to Gwinnett. I always lived in DeKalb, it was a uniform school, so like there was no need for me to have a whole bunch of shoes, but I would have shoes.
You can show out like that, yeah.
Yeah, we had to wait for the last Friday of every month to wear it was on it. It was so.
So like, what's your favorite pair of shoes that you got right now?
My Burbs.
Show them right now. Show them.
Show the camera. Show the camera. Alright, so our second guest on the show is a good friend of Ethan and mine, Kolin Young, on the show with us. How you doing today, Kolin?
Doing alright, how about yourself?
I'm good. So, I know y'all probably heard, about this, entanglement nonsense. So, how do y'all feel about that? Anijah, I'll let you talk first.
I just feel like everybody that I talk to is an entanglement now. Who was a dating, who was an entanglement. That's what I feel.
And that's the main thing I was trying to
Niggas
talk
gonna be
about.
mad now that you just
Say
said
that.
that.
Exactly. About 30 of them.
We know one. We know one for sure. I can say their names.
Alright, but like specifically, how do you feel about, Jada, being in August, but it's still July?
Technically, August was in her, but
I just feel like Will had to have been okay with that because how do you just not know?
Did you see the Red Table Talk? Did you watch it though? So I don't know if you probably saw the memes though, but you didn't see the pain in that man eyes.
Okay, I did see that.
I mean, yeah, they've been dating for. I mean, they've been married for like.
Dating.
Okay, I'm sorry. My
They said
bad.
their vows to each other.
Okay, all right. They've been married for 23 years plus however many years they were dating before that.
They got what, like 2 kids? Yeah.
They have 2 kids.
Yes.
So, pretty sure I'd be her too. I
Of
mean,
course.
he handled the whole lot. You know, that's besides the point. But
But what about Will?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, didn't Will, you know, wasn't he caught up in some stuff when Suicide Squad came? No, it was Focus. When Focus came
Yeah,
out.
focus with Margot
Robbie.
Yeah.
I mean, Margot Robbie and Jada Pinkett Smith are both bad, but one's a little out of their prime. But
Yeah.
this was not the point.
I didn't even know. It took me forever to find out like who Margot Robbie. I could not put a name with a face, and then I realized that she was Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad, and and you said what?
Will Smith was Deadshot.
Yeah,
Are you talking
understand
about
that,
when she was
but
on Wolf of Wall Street?
no,
Focus.
not that movie. The other movie that she came out where she was Harley Quinn, but it wasn't Suicide Squad.
Oh, Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey. Yeah, I saw that too. I didn't even know. I couldn't put a name with face. But it's just like, I feel like everybody on IG, Snapchat, especially Twitter, is using that entanglement thing.
Oh yeah, they
I
took
feel like it's an over.
randomly. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
they
like
Yeah, they made a shirt.
that and like manifesting and stuff. Like, I mean,
Oh my gosh, don't even get me started. First, like the word that everybody used for every situation was toxic. That was an overused
and
word.
it's,
And
yeah, I
now,
was gonna say it's overused most definitely, but
now it's just manifesting, and it's just like they're trying to put that with everything. You know, it's good, but I mean,
it's good to manifest.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're like using it in the wrong way.
of course. But it's just, I don't know. I mean, what would you do if you were in Will's position? Right now, what would you do?
I mean, the only logical thing would be to do is divorce. But then again, I'm looking at it from the outside, and I'm looking at it from like my perspective of saying, you know what I'm saying? When you love somebody, you put all your trust into them, and then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, you build with them, so it's feel like you and that person become one, and then she cheats on you.
I mean, but keep in mind, he cheated on her too.
Allegedly.
So you
I
can't-
mean, but
They
like,
didn't really come out with that.
They said,
well, we know he been like, you know.
man,
If you look at both of them, if you look at both of them,
but
allegedly, though.
But a man is gonna be well, no, I'm not gonna say that because a bunch of people gonna be like, niggas ain't shit. But I mean, some aren't. But you know what I'm saying? If Will Smith's still married to her as we speak, that we know of, so obviously.
But I mean, how do you feel about Jada saying that like they were on a break and all that? Is that still?
That's not. It's still not right.
It's so it doesn't validate her?
No, it doesn't.
How do you feel about that, Nigel?
I feel like breaks are only for like relationship. When you're married, you're supposed to be committed to it. Don't take a break.
I mean, given married is a type
I was
of
about to say,
relationship.
marriage is a relationship. Like,
But I get what you're saying. Marriage is like almost like the most serious relationship that you can
Yeah.
have. You understand?
So like if it's a high school relationship,
it's the top.
take a break because like it's not something serious.
Right.
But you getting married, you saying you're about to have a whole wedding, spending all this money, you gonna take a break?
With 2 kids.
But hold on. Do you think the taking breaks of like in relationships period is the reason why people think this generation is so unfaithful and people are scared to love?
Breaks, I feel like is not. I feel like if you're willing to take a break from a person, then you shouldn't be with that person any longer.
But that's what I'm saying. But at the same time, people, they have the mindset of, I know everything about this girl, or I know everything about this guy. I don't want to lose him. But at the same time, they're not making it work. So it's like it's bad for like both of them because it's like, I want to stay with her, but she can't act right. I want to stay with him, he can't act right. So
They good now though. Like that was years ago, like 2013, right?
but I'm saying, but do we
August
really?
and Jada.
But do we really know that they're good now though?
So wait,
They
why?
got their vows renewed and everything.
Why
That doesn't negate the fact that you can
But,
still
no, this is
go
they-
out and cheat.
People just bringing this up, but like they
This
had
is
to got
true.
good. Like that was what 7 years ago.
No,
She said years ago though.
Yeah,
she said
yeah, she did
years.
say years ago.
So I mean,
Why did it just get brought up now?
Right.
because August said something about it.
Because
If they-
he was-
August has his new album out, that's
yeah,
why.
Yeah, he went on an interview with Angelique Angela Yee, and he was talking about that and some other stuff and his drug problems.
This
and all
didn't
that.
just happen. Like it
Yeah,
happened.
it wasn't. It's not recent.
I mean, but like how I felt, because I actually, it came to a point where I just had to watch the Red Table Talk, and I saw that, and what hit me the hardest was that their whole family was sort of helping August through all his problems, all his mental, emotional issues and all that, and then because of that, him being around, Will giving himself and his family to him, then Jada goes and does that. Now that would hurt me on a different level. But again, like you said, looking from the outside in, I don't know how Will feels about that. But to me,
That's that
You
hurt.
couldn't go for
that's
that.
that hurt. I couldn't go for that
That's
at
that hurt.
all. At all.
Like that's a prime example of taking kindness for weakness, though. But like, it's crazy that now in this world you can't be too nice or too mean or too blunt. It's like people be so sensitive nowadays. Like,
So we have a question from the audience. The question is, which of the people in the cast have ever found themselves in an entanglement?
All right, thanks to y'all for coming on the show. And we'll be expecting you next time. All right.
Come back anytime.
Hey, yeah, I'ma have it one day.